Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to be doing a short demonstration on a lighting sequence that I've done with a microcontroller. So the microcontroller that I'm using is a Arduino Uno board with an Atmel Atmega 328p microcontroller. So for this lighting sequence I'm using my digital pins as outputs to my LEDs. And I'll also, later in the demo, activate some electromechanical relays in the same sequence. And you'll be able to hear the action of these electromechanical relays as they're being actuated either on or off. Just as an extra note, you're going to see that they have their own LEDs, but for the primary means for demonstration, I'm going to be using my own LEDs. And I also have, as you can see here, one potentiometer all the way over here on the left. That potentiometer is going to be used to either slow down or reverse the direction of the sequential light show. On the other hand, I have another potentiometer here, and that potentiometer is going to be used to either create a faster or slower difference between the turn on and turn off phase of this sequential light show. So just as a final note, since I'm using a breadboard, you probably can see that I have a capacitor over here. What that is for is to be able to stabilize power on my rails and smooth out any transients so that everything will have a very clean power signal available to it. And so I'll go ahead and I'll apply power to my whole setup here, my microcontroller, and we'll see the sequence in action. So as you can see, the sequence is progressing from right to left. Now, because I'm using this analog input here, my potentiometer, I can speed that up based upon the position of the potentiometer. And so that should be a little bit faster, and that should be even a little bit more faster. And then I'm going to go all the way counterclockwise, and we're going to see that it'll go as fast as I've programmed it to be able to go, that the controller can also handle, and that's as fast as I've made it to go. And that's the software that's in our firmware in our microcontroller. So what I'll do is I'll show that I can reverse it by getting past a half point mark on my potentiometer, and we'll see it start to begin a progression that goes now in the reverse direction from left to right. And I can go ahead and I can speed up that progression from left to right, and then I'll just go ahead and max it all the way out from left to right. Now, this potentiometer over here, what I'll do is I'll make a demonstration of that, and I'll show you the effects of that. If I take that potentiometer, it's at a midpoint approximately. If I take that potentiometer and I turn it all the way clockwise, now we can see that the turn off phase of this sequence happens a lot faster than the turn on phase. And if I were to go in the opposite direction, all the way counterclockwise, we see that the turn on phase is a lot faster than the turn off phase. And that's true even for the opposite direction, and I'll go ahead and I'll do that in the opposite direction. And so we can see again, the turn on phase is a lot faster than the turn off phase. I'll go in the opposite direction again with that by turning it all the way clockwise. And now the opposite is true. The turn off phase is a lot faster than the turn on phase. Now finally, I'll go ahead and I'll hook up our electromechanical relays, and you'll be able to hear that in the background of this video as they're actuated on or off. And I'll get that a little bit closer to its midpoint there, and I'll go ahead and apply power to the electromechanical relays right now. Also, so that we can see things a bit more contrasting here on this video, I'll go ahead and I'll turn off lights that I have surrounding this video, surrounding my camera, so we'll see more of a contrast, and it'll be a little bit more exciting to see and look at. So I'm going to go all the way counterclockwise, and of course that's going to make our progression from right to left a lot faster. Then on our other potentiometer, our blue one, I will go all the way counterclockwise. We could see that it's very apparent that the on phase is a lot faster than the off phase. I'll go all the other way on our blue potentiometer, all the way clockwise. Now we see that the opposite is also true. The off phase is a lot faster than the on phase. And I'll go ahead and reverse the direction of that. It's pretty slow. However, I didn't change the blue potentiometer, so we can see that the off phase is still faster than the on phase. And if I just sped it up, it should be more apparent. Off is a lot faster than on. And if I were to go in the opposite direction with this blue potentiometer, and I'm going to dial it all the way counterclockwise, the opposite should be true. Now it comes on a lot faster than it goes off in this same sequence. And so that pretty much does it for this entire demo. I'll go ahead and I'll turn lights back on. It pretty much does it for this entire demo. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.